And we are back with Doom 3. Not actually Doom 3 the way the canon ended up working out, and that's probably why they stopped numbering entries in this series. But for those of you just joining us, Doom 3 is not actually the sequel to the events of Doom 2. This takes place, it's in id's own words, it is not a reboot, but it does take place as though 1 and 2 did not happen. Parallel universes are at play. It wasn't planned this way originally, that's the way it became, and that's just the way it is. So, before I confuse anybody further, let's just get back to this game, and be clear that we're treating it as its mostly own thing, because the only thing that this one has in common, apart from influences, design elements and such, is that it shares hell. Hell is the singular dimension that unifies every universe, and we'll get into more of that complicated stuff when it actually comes up. Without further ado, Doom 3. We last left off in... where are we? Well, still in the UAC base to be sure. Alpha Labs Sector 2. Oh, that's good. That's trustworthy. That's definitely not at all concerning. Game hog. I love the idea that the magazines still exist in this time. I really do. I love old school magazines. Bodies just lifting around and going about on their own. Just usual Mars activities. Oh, come now. I dodged that. I could have had him, but I was too focused on the other things. Did you already mention the Doom 3 board game and how much we all played it back then? I did mention the Doom board game, Winters, but I did not mention how much it was played. I mentioned that I loved it, but yes, this was something that me, Winters, and many other friends in our group all played, and we loved that damn thing. That was the game I mentioned earlier that combined the best elements of Space Hulk with Doom. Space Hulk being my favorite tabletop game, and in itself belonging to the Warhammer 40,000 universe. But how it worked was, to simulate exploration, you'd have these rooms that are like tiles with like puzzle entrances at their doors, so you could just mix and match pieces as you needed to assemble the maps. And the more a map get exposed, the more you constructed the board, just like Space Hulk. And that really lent itself well to Doom. You could play up to 3 Marines against 1 Hell player. And then later we had these character sheets printed off that basically allowed us to take down notes, draw the layout. You know, a paper version of a functional save game, just in case. It and its expansion, based again off the expansion of Doom 3, are some of my favorite board game things.
Hello, is this reaching anyone? I'm broadcasting on a very low frequency. If you can hear me, I'm not far. Please help me. I've locked myself in storage. C4. Please, if anyone can hear me, please help me.
Of course, my favorite part was being able to paint some models based off of Doom. Because that was the big draw for me in Warhammer 40,000, painting all these cool models. But now the cool models were Doom. And you painted all the models, which made it more lifelike. Plus, you were an excellent DM, Doom Master. Yeah, I had a lot of fun with the whole experience, top to bottom. Is it easier to get to Hell from Mars, or just easier to bend regulations that might accidentally breach into Hell from Mars? That's a good question. You see, in the original Doom... Yeah, quit copying me! In the original Doom, they found fragments of things that were left behind on Phobos and Deimos. So, you know, that wasn't their fault. They just didn't use it correctly. I think here there was a small fracture that just led there. And in Doom 2016, that's more or less the same thing. There's a fracture between reality on Mars that just happens to intersect with Hell. Except I can't remember if in this case the fracture was opened up, yeah, it was because of the teleportation. Yeah, they were experimenting with teleportation up here, same way that they were experimenting with teleportation in Game 1. But instead of flinging open a gate by accident, they were just teleporting to what they understood was a different dimension. And then, you know, demons started voicing things to people. And then eventually the upper staff were like, oh god, have we found Hell? And yeah, they did. Except Betruger, he was like, I was in on it the whole time. His sole function was to give Hell the artifacts that were recently uncovered on Mars. From the previous civilization. Don't break the window. That removes atmosphere, Carl. So short answer, it just seems Hell has a permanent tap on any dimension through Mars. It's just a common rip point. Or the neighboring moons in the case of the original Doom.
Let's go.
Keep going, Bravo team. Horrible things await you.
Extremes. With an abundant production of hydrogen fuel, the specialist teams ask the big question.
Nope. Ah, damn, you still roasted me pretty good. Ow. Ow. That better not have been behind me. Okay, no, it wasn't. Was it the PC or Xbox that had the mirror scene in the bathroom? Both of them had it, but it happens in different spots. It's already happened on this play. On the Xbox, it's moved to closer to the Hellgate that you actually go into. So it's a combination of being near a Terran reality and fucking around with teleportation. Exactly. Exactly correct, Totem. I should get those off my stat bar. What is that? My personal. What video disc did I just get? Molecular fuel storage compactor. Good for me. Walter Connors. What do you got? Success. Cabinet code 39 is 102. That's good. That's good. 102. 102. 102. Note to self. Need to remember to get my 8-sided die back from Chin. Should never have lent it to him in the first place. He never invited me to play. He is not my friend. Tabletop gaming alive and well on Mars. Hard to blame them when, you know, the arcade game is Super Turbo Turkey Puncher. God, my thumb was just about to go for the shortcut of, like, using inventory, which doesn't exist in this game. And the worst part is, it's not even for a game like this. It's just because I've been playing so much Ninja Gaiden lately. Dang. I thought I was giving him enough punishment. Turns out I was wrong. Oh, God, how long ago was my last save? That is a good question. My greatest enemy. Excuse me. Oh, that was like right there. Good. So rarely does it work out so nicely. Man, the fuck am I doing? That's gonna bounce back. There, suck grenade, you ass. Nah. That was not the right call. This is where I'm helpful. Save, Starscream. Yeah. Hell yeah. Oh no. Right. That whole reason I screwed up. There's otherwise, like, really meaningful, well-meaning technology being developed here on this base. Like that thing that we were just leaving. Just back there. The MFS compressor. What that serves to do, or at least, you know, in this world, is it's found a way to convert the dirt found on Mars into drinkable water, which would be gangbusters for irrigation up here. And on Earth, really. Because this version of the UAC is, again, while different than UAC Prime, it's not the UAC from the modern games, which is a cult from the top down. The demons have long since gotten to that dimension. Okay, I couldn't remember if he came through or not. Ooh. think we should be coming up on Trites pretty soon. I dislike the Trites. Oh, this part.
Don't shoot. I can help you. The lights are all out. I'll lead you through here if you can get me off this base.
Yep. We're gonna need to come back here, I'm sure.
Electromagnetic pulses have knocked out the electrical systems in this area. Watch out. A big one could knock out our...
You keep yapping, bud. I have secrets to find. Like that delicious, delicious chain gun. Escort missions are always fun. Yeah, didn't you know? They're peak gaming. Hey, pick up that ammo belt, you fuck.
Come on, I can't wait.
Oh, that must be for the machine gun then? Am I really that full?
We can't stop.
Is that not what that ammo is? Alright, fine. You know what?
Can't wait.
He doesn't want to pick it up. That's fine. We can't make him make good decisions. And just in case.
There's one.
At least it's not Natalia. She is one of the worst escort cases in all of gaming. The only escort I've just shot in the head venomously out of frustration.
Stay close.
MGS2.
Hurry up. We can't stop.
MGS2 is the worst. Yeah, with Otacon's sister, right? I can't remember her name. But I do remember I got railroaded in the Snake Tales expansion in Subsistence because there's a part where you have to swim with her, and that was too much. I couldn't cross that Rubicon. I was done. Just done with that game at that point. I'd already beaten it, so, you know, it's not like I was missing out on anything.
That was close. Oh God! Don't let it get me!
I'm so glad I have it recorded. That my reflexive response to seeing something at my ankles is grenade. There's... Oh, I'm so glad I saved. Emma, that's her name. Absolutely horrid part. Yeah, that really... I mean, I can't even say that was the point that killed that game for me, but it wasn't one of the better parts, we'll say.
There's one.
I certainly did not. I couldn't deal with having to swim and manage her.
We can't stop. What was that? Stay close.
The negative health value is fun. You get to see how bad you died. It's one of my favorite parts. They started doing that in Quake 2, and sometimes it's just so great. Like you'll be walking around at like 65 health, and then a security laser engages, and then you're at like negative 300. It's like, whoa! That is a secure line. Don't step on that shit.
Hang on. Here comes another. Come on.
Wait, aren't I missing a bunch of ammo? Get out of my way, buddy. Because, yeah, I died. I'm missing out on, first of all, shells, medkit. God, I didn't even get the chain gun. That's going to bite me in the ass. This is it, I believe. Oh, wait, no, I did. You know what? We'll say I came back for the armor. I'll make sure I'll grab all this ammo. Right, then the ammo canister. I'm just confusing myself.
Come on, I can't wait.
Yeah, I bet you can't. You have no idea that your death is scripted. I know you're not worth some effort.
Come on, I can't wait.
Well, then maybe hurry up, buddy. Ooh, backpack. Was close. That's a great time to save, so I don't gotta do that maze again.
Oh God, don't let it get me!
No grenade for you this time. That has proven to be a bad idea.
There's the exit.
Bye, buddy. Something seems to have gone horribly wrong there. Alright, no problem. That's why we saved recently. Literally the exact reason.
Oh God, don't let it get me!
Yeah, what?
Thank God it's dead.
Now, I'm just gonna leave you down here. Bye-bye. Serve everybody's appetite. Are you the part with the stupid combo? Wrong combination. Note to self. MFS compressor numbers. 102. Yep, that must be it. 39. Yep. 102. Yes, sir. I'll take all of that. You guys can have fun down there. Yep. Trite time. Just as I thought. And dreaded. Shotgun or machine gun? It's gonna be L. Okay, that's gonna be no. I don't like how he mashes his phone right up against his face. I panic every time. He's just has to make sure he sees all of the information. Leave no email unread. Crap. Oh, I dislike these things. Oh, tripping in the moat. Ooh. Shit. I was just about to pull through that. But that's why we saved. No. We didn't save there.
Oh God, don't let it get me!
Thank God it's dead.
At least it's not far behind. In fact, it's right there. Peace out. Get eaten. One, oh, two. Give me all of the damn bullets. Okay, now, wait, no. Now we save. Crap. Oh, I hate you little spindery bastards. The only thing worse is the variation of these called ticks. And they're worse because they explode on contact. Alright. Alright. Just before the next fucking wave begins. Because they think they're clever. Okay, good. No other takers. That health is drained. We picked up armor. It is time to leave. To Alpha Labs 3. That is... No, the monorail comes later. Didn't remember how close we were to the monorail section. Take that. Hey now. I see you. You aren't clever. Get off the ceiling. What do you think this is? Something I'll also be begging the imps to do in 2016. Stop crawling around! Stop one-shotting me! You fucking assholes! They are a fucking menace in that game. Yup. Couldn't remember if you were vulgar or more of those. Turns out both. True or false? You can get mono from riding the monorail. False. No, wait, maybe it's true. No, it's false. Good job, Dad. Mono means one, and rail means rail, thus concluding our intensive 6-week course. No, I don't want any of that. None of you. Now, you keep coming? Do I have to... Yeah, I've got to trigger some shit. I think about halfway through the next puzzle, I get sideswiped. Those footsteps aren't mine. That could have went a lot better. Like a lot better. Thank you, Health Station, for saving my ass. Alright. Now, before any more catastrophic decision-making happens... Now, let's... Wait, let's listen... Because you have code numbers to give... Oh, wait, no, this is just fun.
This is Operations Coordinator Mark Lamia, dated November 1st, 2145. I'm filing this report because I am frustrated beyond belief by the level of incompetency I have to deal with here. I don't know where HR is getting the new employees, but the last 5 guys they've sent me were all a bunch of idiots. They can't get any of their work done on time. I constantly have to keep an eye on them. They work slow, they don't follow any of the standard operating procedures, and they can't even remember basic things that I tell them. For example, I changed the cabinet door codes here to 1, 2, 3 because I thought that was easy enough to remember, but they still forgot it. Don't understand why HR can't get me better people. I'm requesting full authority to hire and fire my own employees. It's the only way I can run my department smoothly. End of log.
All right, get that crap out of here. Fucker. I knew you were going to come at me. I think there's just one more we got to get rid of.
Toxic gas levels decreased 50%.
Something the Xbox version of this game had that made this just a tiny bit easier that I'm appreciating is that it had a visible targeting laser so you could more easily see where the crane was in relation to the barrel. I mean, you get an affirming beep here, I guess. But, you know, it's nice just to be able to see that a little bit clearer. All right, fucking get it in the incinerator. All after incinerate.
gas is cleared. Waste disposal area now safe for entry.
Great. You gotta pick up the pace. We got more men down. Bravo team is barely holding their own.
Bravo team is just not going to make it. You're going to have to come to terms with that. Love every key card that makes the classic Doom pickup sound. Not suspicious at all. Not whatsoever. 1, 2, 3. Easiest ammo I've ever been handed. Could have went better, I guess. Could have went a lot worse, too. Like, that could have blown up in my damn face because I rumbled it the wrong way. That's right. Give me those fucking ammo belts. I, want you to lay down, suppressing fire, fall back after the incinerators. Winter's caught my reference. Oh, god damn it. You guys aren't going to come down for me, are you? You're going to make me come and get you. You chose it. Now, how am I going to deal with 2% health? Fucking knock the fuck down. That's okay. We'll do better. Maybe the real play there would have been to use, yeah, probably would have been to use this from a distance instead of rushing in there, taking bullets like an idiot. One, two, three. I said 3. That's still better. That's still better. Right, now we're gonna save. Because I'm sure they're gonna do everything in their power to strip me of my health. Huh, turns out the cheese is don't let them take root in the first place. Hell yeah! Now that is some suppressing fire proper. That's definitely worth saving. No, I see you down there. Playing peekaboo, motherfucker. Oh, no, no. I hear you behind me. Come on, where's the rest of you? And now the spiders. I wonder if they're going to come back in the Dark Ages. That would be interesting to see. We're already seeing the comeback of one of the bosses from this game, the Vagary. So I think anything's on the table. Vagary, Nightmare Imps from Doom 64. It's just going to tie it all together. One, two, three. Ooh, plasma. Why can I only carry 150? Those are ammo belts. Why? You can hold more than 150 chain gun bullets. I fucking know that. But just for the sake of argument, let's reload. Try to grab. No, why? What's wrong with my ammo belts? Just don't use the chain gun, I guess. This room is a problem. I remember this room is a problem. Yep. And that's why we saved. Go figure. Head first isn't the solution either. Well, that part worked at least. Jeez, is there any medkits? Could I recover this? Alright, 36 isn't bad. I'll save. Where the hell's the rest of the ambush? That's what I'm not understanding. Because this ambush needs to finish before that door unlocks. There. Great. Damn. But we got a little farther. Hey, now, we know which one I want to load. Come on, where's the trites? Let's get this shit started. Is it something I have to activate? Is it time actuated? I wasn't standing here when the last time went off, so I don't think it's positioning based. Fuck. Man, those sergeants. I wonder if I could get their door open or grenade to them just as that door is opening. That's gonna be all about positioning. It's 3 taps to cycle. It's got to be time-based. Gonna offer a save just in case. Perfect. Now I'm not waiting too long. Huh. Nope. It's not going to be a grenade solution. That's for sure. God, what is it going to be? That's the ticket. That's the ticket. Excellent. Excellent. Distance. That was the key. Whoa, no. Okay, what did that open? Ventilation grate 3. That opened something here? Oh, it did. That's already worth it. What else is in here? Single med kit and a different view of some rooms. That's not bad. Just for the single med kit. Yep. That is definitely a normal hallway with absolutely no traps. Definitely nothing wrong. You can definitely trust this. Ooh, health. Give me that health. We gotta get out of the red, because there's... sergeants, I think? Yep. Oh! Well, that's fine. We saved just a while ago. Made some bad decisions. We'll get it this time. Where's the imp? Why was I trying to fix you with a machine gun? The answer to imps is always shotgun. Always. Stay the hell away from me. Nobody needs that shotgun up close, except you. You need that. I don't. You're already dead. I'm still trying to remain not dead. Having a pretty okay success ratio with that. don't know if getting that was a net positive or not. I suppose it was better for armor. Maybe slightly better for ammo. We're still alive. It is what it is. Speaking of, in the interest of staying alive... Great! Stupendous. That was so needed. I wonder... I'm not supposed to go down this way, but can I? If I can just get down on one of those boxes, maybe. I was hoping going down the unofficial way would not trigger the ambush, you know, because you're not standing in the middle of the lift that triggers it. They saw through my tricks is what they did. Okay, I didn't see him come back down for a second. I was like, okay, he's an astronaut now. He's ascended to heaven. Okay, thought that was another critter introducing itself. I was like, that would be a really bad time to save. Kind of like... Okay, yeah, that's actually got some ammo. We're saving our chain gun bullets. There, alright. Whew. Now, there's not a fourth one, is there? No. All right. I knew there was something. Thought it was another pinky. Hey, Mr. Mop Bucket. Leave me alone. You're just a mop bucket. You're not supposed to be causing me no grief. Pretty sure that's the last one that'll respond to this particular combination. All these ammo belts, yet fucking none of them are picking up. What's up with that? Wait, 294, that's... Are you picking them up and leaving the graphic behind? I am so confused. But okay, that's good to confirm that I'm actually at more chain gun ammo, so I am picking it up, contrary to what I'm seeing visually. Yak, yak, yak. Alright, well, first we gotta top up and save, because I want to be a bastard, but I need this guy.
Hey, you!
He's becoming experiment. It's never not funny. All right, but now we'll help him.
Can you help me? I'm trapped in here. Release the door, thank you.
I bet he had fun in that chamber. Like a person-sized microwave.
Thanks for getting me out of there. I got trapped in the chamber when the power went out. I don't know what's going on here. I don't understand why none of the systems are responding. I'm going to try to get an outlet to the main system. This is a secure...
That's right. Give me all of this shit.
I'm going to stay here. I can lock the door after you leave. I think I'll be safe.
Nope. You will not be continuing your work. Michael Abrams. Oh, that's an important PDA. Zero with a 3. Alright, he's got a code that I need, so I better actually listen to his stuff.
Security log number 3072 for Delta Security Chief Michael Abrams, November 15th, 2145.
He had so much fun, all his flesh melted from the fall, from all the fun particles. Yeah, he experienced up-close radiation. Which, as we know, is a series of whirring blades and sticks and fire.
Many of the security teams have not been following proper reporting procedures. Not sure if it's the format of the new SIR, so I'll make sure each team is scheduled by training division to get spun up on the new reports. There have been some security issues in the Alpha Labs.
Come on, get to the code.
Sent a team over to investigate, and now I can't reach them on any comm channel. Guess I'll have to go over there myself. Well, I'm headed over there now. I'll finish the security report in full when I get back. Oh yeah, one more thing. I'm gonna leave this BFG locked in my office for now. Please have IT security change my door code to 901. Sure as I don't need anyone messing around.
901.
Chief Abrams.
But that email said 0 is an invalid number, so they mean 931. There. When I find Abrams' office, we can open the BFG. As long as you listen to the PDA from the Scientist in Hell, all is good. That was my favorite PDA in the whole game. Hearing the demons play cat and mouse with him and how that's just affecting his state of mind. He does not have nearly as successful a time in hell as we do. Fucker, get in here. Get him from here? I think that's a big me. You've got to go regardless. All right. No, but I can't just retreat. They're gonna follow me to the end of the station. No, let's not get surrounded. Say, they're never traveled just one. I know more spawn. The trick is I was supposed to run upstairs, wonder where they're coming from, and then get surrounded all at once. I'm wise to their shenanigans. Even wise enough to remember to save. Oh! There's a guy, like, right fucking there. That must have just opened. Good thing I saved. I got them as good as they got me. This is just not gonna go good either way. Well, that would have been the worst time to save. I'm so glad I did not save just that second. I hear you. Oh wait, no, that's just me. I knew the fuckers were coming out. Those dudes with the guns are worse than the demons. Yeah, they are. That's just straight up fact. They're a fucking menace. They are not the inaccurate zombies from Days of Classic. I suppose I can't even call them that. The chain gunner is a menace at any game. And so are shotgunners. Alright, now where's the trites? Alright, now's a good time to save. We got good health. Didn't get fucked up too bad by them. I'm trying to follow bloody footsteps! You just don't care where I go. Okay, there's no more, though? Alright. Alright. Okay. What? There's supposed to be another part to that. I don't know why it's not happening. Oh well. More trites. That's worse. Yeah, I've been trying to follow you. What do you want? Ooh. I used to think the cherubs were the worst, but I think you're onto something with those trites. They're a fucking menace. I hate them and how much they get to group around you. The cherubs are dicks, though. They're real hard to hit. That arc they come at you on and like,
Marine, base schematics show all passages out of your area blocked. The only way through is by traversing the EFR, mechanical subsystem with 2 possible routes through it. Activating the system will get you a direct route, but it's dangerous. Extending the service bridges is safer, but the lighting systems are fried. Make a choice. Good luck.
we're gonna make that choice. Chamber calibration. First round, acceptable limits, emitting from the main coupler, and the Doctor of the Ministry of Health, blah, 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 blah. Chief file. Oh, you got junk mail. Okay. Right, now's a good time to save. It's always a good time to save. Except that one time when I was surrounded by trites and didn't know about it. I could have really screwed myself if I saved there. Almost as bad as I could have screwed myself there. Alright, shit's about to get fucking bonkers. For a quick second, they're gonna try to stuff everything they possibly can into here. Where's the cacos? No cacos? I must be thinking of a totally different place. Alright, back up your files. Log out. This terminal has had its work saved. Or when my buggy was falling off the bridge in Half-Life 2 and you saved. God, we tried so hard to get to that buggy and to maybe try to... We tried using like explosives to try to knock it back on track, and that buggy... Ugh. We tried. We really did. 'Twas not to be. There's no chance. Just... They haven't even materialized yet. That's how to stop an invasion. Oh no. Whoa! What set me in the air there? That was pretty cool. Always somebody's teleportation. That'll do it. That'll do it. Trying to avoid falling into that pit. Thank you, shotgun. The consistent workhorse. That shouldn't have happened. Clearly I jumped too early, but... Ah, there we go. How about we just reload the gun first? There we go. Pop. And now we save. In case we keep tanking that jump. Aha! Excellent. That literally could not have gone better. That is absolutely worth saving. Especially since I'm about to try to get into a closet where there are multiple shotgunners. What is in my eye? Ah! Oh, it's making me crazy. Crazier. Whoa! I know how to do this. Just gonna oh no! What do you mean you can't roll that under the bookshelf? Okay, you can. I just didn't with that throw. That's fine. Thank you, preemptive save. This version is not going so well. Okay, good start. Good start. Not so great continuing. Yeah. That was bullshit. That was bullshit. If it weren't for the shotgunners, it wouldn't be so bad. Yeah, we're not. No, it's not going to be that run. This would be easier if I had a rocket launcher. That actually went a lot better. Now where's the other part? Not this time. Okay, that's almost... Okay, now that's worth saving. 100% worth saving. Thinking you're gonna get me. What do you mean there's nothing there? I have curiosities that require answering. Oof. It's platform time. Everyone's favorite thing. Might be better if I use the machine gun. What's this? Oh, you're the other side of that door. Oh, hey, no, I want in there. This is some Castlevania bullshit. Earning my hazard pay, I suppose. Wasn't this supposed to go down? Okay. I'm just getting ahead of it. I knew I heard something like that in here. I was gonna say, what is that sound? I know it's not an imp. And then an imp appeared. No, that still doesn't satisfy me. Imps can be quiet. I heard finger things. Yup. No, you don't. I'm very lucky he roared before he bit. Alright, definitely save here. We're gonna be spending some lives here, I'm confident. Oh, wow. I did not expect that outcome, but I will immediately save. Whoa, jeez! I forgot you had to duck there. That's a serious hazard zone. At least I got the other barrels. Oh, that's not even a dude. The barrel I'm shooting at is next to a med kit that I thought was a guy. I was trying to blow up a fucking med kit. Would you go down? Oh, hey, it's that place I wanted to get to. We just ended up there by design. Ooh, I think we're coming up on the vagary. I think you turned into oatmeal. It's a good thing. Yeah, I wish. Soon, but not yet. Nice try. A for effort. We are right outside the vagary's door. Now, here, I think, is where I was saving pretty much all that chain gun ammo for. Good to know that has been going well. Alright, let's die a couple times, probably. Telekinetic face spider butt woman. Stop hurling that shit at me with telekinesis. It hurts. There you go, you bitch. I see. I clearly interrupted your meal. Good. Except I know you're not going to be the only one. In fact, I remember just before going down to the final fight, you're set in a room that it's just filled with trites and like 2 or 3 of these things. Oh, hell yeah, we're at the Enpro plant.
Bravo team, entry secure. Move in.
Peace out, Bravo team.
Quiet. Did you hear that? This is Lee. Give me status. Always clear. There's nothing here, Sam. Go on. What the hell?
Always a good sign. A very good sign.
Warning. Coolant rod 2 offline. Main reactor operation temperature exceeding safe levels.
Marine, Bravo team is down. Their operational status is unknown. They were carrying a military transmission card. It's vital you retrieve that card as it contains encoded data needed to send the distress signal to the fleet. They're the last hope to get reinforcements. Find that card and find it fast.
I don't think I will. And then when I do, I'm not going to obey your orders. Definitely time to save. I think this is where we get our plasma gun, actually. We make a good team, robot dog buddy. You're not sneaking up behind me. Oh, isn't there another one? No?
Main reactor
Is that
operation
not?
temperature
Oh, wait. No.
exceeding safe levels.
No. It's deeper in the maze. Oh, there is another one. Knew I wasn't crazy. Awful, awful things. You stay away from my little robot dude. Don't I need to... One of these panels has to turn that off. Yes.
Gas leak stopped. Fire.
Don't have metal skin like you, dude. I know there's shit up here. Give me that ammo belt. Cells, hell yes. Where is that damn plasma gun? Ah, it's through here. Right. Thanks, little dude. Even though you did just shoot me a bunch of times. There. Now we have the plasma gun, and all is well. See, this is the kind of escort that's pretty okay. Not like that other dude. I was happy to feed him to the imps. And he didn't even shoot me by accident like this robot's done a couple of times now. Sure are a lot of you damn things trying to bring up the rear. I still hear another one. Is he coming up front? Yes, he is.
Warning. Coolant rod 2 offline.
Wasn't there more healing stuff around that bed? No, there was no bed.
Exceeding safe
I
levels.
invented it.
Warning.
Hey, you made it to your checkpoint. Good for you, little dude.
Main reactor operation temperature exceeding safe levels.
I hear the sounds of somebody having an excellent day. It's okay, lady. What kind of day could you possibly be having on this totally normal place? Not the end I'd choose for. Having my head choose to discard my body and then spinal cord while spouting rockets in the back.
Service bridge now operational.
Must say, it ranks pretty low on my overall desirability layer. You...
This is the audio log of weapon analyst Teresa Chazar, dated November 3rd, 2145. I'm pleased to report that the preliminary tests on the ammo storage in the new Mach 3 plasma gun has far exceeded our expectations. We've realized a full 50% gain in the storage capacity of ammo packs as a result of utilizing techniques engineered in the Alpha Lab's molecular compactor.
You're doing good work.
The ongoing compaction research, we will reach our goal of 3 times the plasma storage currently available in standard ammo packs. I would also like to mention that all of the employees here at the Enpro plant have been very helpful and quite eager to accommodate all of my requests. For security reasons, I've locked the plasma gun and the extra ammo in locker 063, with door code 972. End of log.
7-2. Now, before we're inundated with more people who had bad head days, now all they know is agony and rockets. Damn. Good thing I saved. I don't know, I've always wanted to be a flying, burning skull. Just fly around, screaming at people. Honestly, sounds like a pretty fun life. Except for that whole eternal agony part. That's a pretty good disincentivizer. Despite their radical redesign, the Lost Souls still are Lost Souls. Fucking menaces. We never got a pain elemental for Doom 3. It just occurs to me. When we get to Resurrection of Evil, the Lost Souls, well, they're not named Lost Souls, but you know, we get traditional Lost Souls back. But there they are labeled Forgotten Ones. Come on now.
Attention. All personnel evacuate from the site.
Almost had that biteless. Almost. I don't like being at such low health in an area so loaded with these awful, awful things.
Warning. Reactor core temperature 235 degrees Celsius.
Come on, there's got to be some health nearby. There just has to be. There just has to be. That does not look like the way to some health. That looks like the opposite of health. Is that health? Hiding in the shelf? Yes, it is. I will take that boost gratefully. It was nice to have health. God damn things. Really? That barrel didn't blow you up? That's as impressive as it is frustrating. Any other takers?
Attention. All personnel evacuate the facility.
Nice try, little dude. But you get no prize. Oh.
Warning. Reactor
Don't you crash and dump me?
585 degrees Celsius. Warning. Reactor core temperature beyond acceptable levels.
Lily, you gotta find that transmission card. If Swann gets his hands on it.
This is quite a... Okay. Right, because we're going down to the core. I forgot about that. Even though it's explicitly my mission. Ah, no. I hate that I wasted that many chain gun bullets on Lost Souls and missed like 90% of those shots. Why couldn't I have been that precise against the Lost Souls? The world may never know. No. Ooh. I forget what you are. They're not gargoyles. Kind of dicks, though. Teleporting whatchits. That's probably why I should have kept those barrels. But no, I wanted to do things the hard way.
Warning. Reactor core temperature. Not
I think we get mobbed here by Lost Souls, so it's definitely, as always, a good idea to save.
100 degrees Celsius.
All right. Gotta love those ragdolls. Yes. Okay. Definitely save, because that's starting and ringing the dinner bell.
Do you see the card?
No, sir.
Okay, let's get to the communications facility. We can start the transmission from there.
Whatever you say, Counselor.
Meanwhile, with Commander Swann, or Counselor Swann, he wants to stop us from reaching out for help.
Coolant rod tube online.
But in my opinion, he's right to do so. Not as a matter of corporate interest, but you bring ships here, you're potentially supplying the demons with a way to Earth. If we cannot eliminate, containment must be the next option. Right, I'll just save after that. Oh wait, can I skip that now that I've seen it? Yes, I can. Now we can save.
Coolant rod 2.
What if I can just run for it, I wonder? I think I just saved myself a fuck ton of ammo. An actual fucktillion. No. I don't know if those actually hurt, but you know, I ain't playing. Those lost souls can just stay in that fucking basement. Save again. If I can just get out of there. No! Why? Why so many lost souls? Oh, I did bad. They figured out my tricks. And yet... Oh, that door doesn't open. That's where my plan is falling apart. Everything's got to be dead. Okay. Can't just do that the way I wanted to. The way I just pulled off that lower floor. Okay, when I shoot you, you're supposed to be shot. People die when they're killed. They don't exactly stay in a consistent place when they spawn. So I can't just gank them the way I'm getting all these other guys. There's got to be some way I can bottleneck them to my advantage. I suppose the first trick, don't use the shotgun. It's demonstrably not working. Little bit of conservative plasma, all the difference. That's what you're supposed to do. And you. Now you open. Supposed to come down through here? No? Wait. What am I? Oh, okay, yeah. It's bugging me that I can't remember what those things are called. But what I was thinking of is there's like a vent or something up there in a different version. See, in the Xbox version of the game, this was actually like, I can't remember if this, no, this part was in there. But either way, this is actually the start of a different level. And this level was chopped up the same way that, remember how I was explaining when we were playing Doom 2, that the chasm had to be divided up on the Game Boy Advance when they ported it there, Chasm A, Chasm B. A couple of levels got reformatted, rejiggered, and chopped up a little bit. So, you know, most of the game is there, but some changes were made to chop up some levels to be able to actually serve them up on that console. And there used to be, in that same time where this was the entry room, there was here, used to be like well, it used to be, I mean, in the Xbox port, this is like a closet area that gives you a little bit more plasma, a little bit more of a ammo, a little bit more of an edge, basically. Seems I got somebody at least. Awesome! Love to hear the sound of a twofer in any Doom game, no matter how you get it. Oop, hello. We don't use the flashlight to fight you. Barely use the flashlight to fight zombies. I wonder, let's save, just in case I lose a ton of health. Nah, he's lost too much health. Dang. Well, I'll just reload that and finish him off normally. What I was wondering was, I've mentioned a couple of times how if you manage to bonk a Cacket even in this game, the physics send it all over the place like a demented oopie ball of some kind. One of my favorite things. But the thing I was going to try to do if he didn't take so much damage beforehand is if you bop a fat zombie in the gut with the flashlight, his gut has a lot of gross secondary. But you gotta hit him in there without him dying. And probably without taking some damage yourself because, the screen shakes every time you're hit. Gotta check out for my apartment. Looking forward for more tomorrow. I'll message later. Have fun, dude. Well, good luck with your endeavors today, man. Oh, you're... Gotta check out for your appointment. That's it. Okay, well, good luck on your appointment, and thank you for turning up, dude. Really appreciate it. Except it'll probably be Monday, because today's Friday. Isn't it? Oh, God. When am I? Yeah, it is Friday. Okay, so we'll be seeing each other Monday. Oh, no! That could have been catastrophic. I keep thinking they're gargoyles, but I don't think they are. Because otherwise they wouldn't be naming critters gargoyles in Doom Eternal. I know those are maggots. Everybody should know full well what a lost soul is by this point. I know when I learn the name, I'm going to be so frustrated. I mean, I'm frustrated with me now. I'm going to take a quick moment to see if I can call that up real quick. Doom 3... Well, it helps if I can spell it right. Teleporting enemy. Wraiths. I knew it was a simple word like that. Wraiths. Whoa. How about you just blow up in your field of barrel there, sir? Y'all get yourself some quiet time. No. Do I have that? Plasma storage capacity. Your work. Lloyd. Maybe Paul Rad's got it. New tab. Ice cream. Social. Ice cream social in the Mars kitchen. Oh, God. Have you ever played a game called The Suffering? I have, but only briefly, so I don't remember very much about it. I just remember, yeah, it was for my 360, I'm pretty sure that I played it. Back in what feels like a lifetime ago. Combination 651. Was that this locker? There's gotta be a PDA or something I missed. Maybe I haven't gotten that PDA yet, is the rub. Really would like to get in there, though. There's a lot of health and plasma ammo. Gonna do another quick check back here to make sure that I didn't miss anything. Nothing here. Nothing back here. Oh, got some shells. That's not bad. That's always good. Armor? Maybe a PDA? Oh, health. That's almost as good. Start, replace, shut down. Filter activity is normal. No one left a PDA on the desk. What about back in here? Nothing under the stairs. God, it's been a hot minute since I thought about The Suffering. Last I remember that game, like, video stores were still viable. You know, rental stores is what I mean. I think it might have actually been a Blockbuster that I last remember checking that game out from. information here. Nope, extra PDAs. Oh, come on, there has to be something I missed. I don't know if it's back this far, but... No, we've gone too far. We've gone too far. I miss the old Blockbuster days. Man, you and me both. Always such a delight to be able to just try a game, rent it out, check it out. Or, I mean, the real superstars are always when they're clearing out their rental games. So you could end up getting some pretty sick deals. That's the real gold mine of rental stores. Got a lot of my retro library through that kind of means. Games weren't always in the best shape, but, you know, they still worked. Most of the time. And if they didn't, they just brought them back. Got your money back. Simple as. I still remember when I was in college, there was a mom and pop video store. And they were just cleaning out their Super Nintendo games. Excuse me. And they were doing it at $5 a cartridge. I got Mega Man X3 for $5 because of that. Of course, I got a pile of other games, not nearly as impressive, but even combined what I would have spent, or what I did end up spending on those, was cheaper than having purchased purchased Mega Man X3 by itself. Excuse me. Briefly got my brain cell 2 divided. I remember as a kid I was allowed to rent the game on the weekends, and I would have 2 days to beat it, and I sometimes did. That is some of my fondest memories. Just being dropped into a game, and since that's what you had, that's what you played. Sometimes you discovered some real gems. I remember that's how I discovered, on the NES, I discovered Captain Skyhawk that way. And sometimes you ended up getting something that wasn't so good, but you made your peace with it, and you tried your best. For me, that was Attack of the Killer Tomatoes, also on the NES. I was in high school with 2 jobs during the N64, and I ended up, one of those jobs was at a local microplay. That's where I got the vast majority of my N64 collection, because I got, employee discounts on their secondhand goods. And occasionally somebody would come in and trade something, and then I'd just scoop it right out of there. I guess I have no choice but to think that it's got to be further ahead. I'm not leaving this sector without getting in there, though. I'll at least check out what's on the other side of this door.
Hey, over here. We were hit. I don't know how much farther I can go. Here, take the transmitter. apart. We can't stay here.
You're right, you can't.
We better move.
Well, you're going to stay, more accurately. I'm not. You fucking bonk the race with a wraith. Bonk the wraith with a flashlight. Stupendous idea. I hear you. I remember renting entire systems, and that was like that was my first taste of the Nintendo 64, going to Blockbuster and then renting a whole ass system. And I remember the first two games I rented were Mario 64 and Shadows of the Empire. And then the next time it was GoldenEye and Hexen. That must be the PDA. Hold on, Swenson. I'm still shaking. I just close my eyes. Still see the look between the impact of the plasma and the blue vapor. Oh yeah, somebody fucking ate himself. You should lock up the ammo in the storage lockers for starters. You pick the code. From Matt Morton. Chain letter, something, something. Yep, that is definitely a chain letter of junk mail. I'm glad that junk mail endures to 2145. So I don't... Oh, you pick the code. Oh, wait, no. Matt sent that to me. So maybe it's in user data. Oh, it's fucking right there. Plasma ammo code. Duh.
Steve Hammer, service technician. Since Private Swenson wigged out, shot up that drink machine, and lit himself up with a plasma gun, we've all been a bit nervous. All of us in maintenance knew he was losing it. Finally, when that darn drink machine wouldn't accept his credits, he lost it. Started swearing up and down. You had to laugh when that machine lit up, but before any of us could react, he fed himself enough plasma to power an office building. There wasn't enough head to clean up, just vapor. It's a bad thing to happen to anyone. Anyway, I know with all the side problems we've had lately, we need the additional security, but when the guards start going nuts, I don't know, all this extra weapons and ammunition. I mean, do we really need so much firepower laying around? Well, a couple of us decided to
valid question.
All the unsecured plasma rounds we could find. The code is 734. I think we'll all sleep a bit better tonight knowing it's locked up.
734. Bingo. So I'm assuming you like Mega Man 64 then. I played the hell out of it as a kid. Would you believe I've never actually played it or its original version on PlayStation 1 Mega Man Legends? I just never got around to it. It's not the only N64 game I'm told I should play. One famous example is Banjo-Kazooie and Banjo-Tooie. Even though I grew up with the system, I never played those games. Still haven't. I intend to play them for the first time on the stream. Don't know when I will, but it is every bit part of my plan. Excellent. Full plasma is a way to go. What was another one that I should have played and didn't? Diddy Kong Racing. That's another N64 staple I just have not played. And I mean, young me was like, I got Mario Kart. What do I need this for? I know better now. I just never got around to actually fixing that. Nope. We don't need any help from the cacodemons. I love the plasma rifle being able to shoot their fireballs out of the sky. Just inventing new ways to pronunciate words. Fuck. Frying my brain. My brain. My brain is busted. Jesus. Less and less cylinders are firing as the day goes on. Oh, thought you were dead there, buddy. Honestly, the biggest reason I didn't branch out into more platformers after, like, Donkey Kong 64 and stuff, why didn't I play Banjo games or things like that? To tell you the truth, it was all the first-person games I was playing on N64. I was just a man obsessed with the amount of first-person action I could get on that system. Like, why would I play another platformer when I could play another FPS? Like, you know, it's a real good example of both that thought and an example of a game that, why in the hell did I play that? Well, because of why I just told you, is Rainbow Six on the N64. I played the bejesus out of Rainbow Six on the N64. Largely because I was seeing my dad play it on PC and have such a great time. I looked into it and then fell for it too on that system. Have some grenades. No, don't bring them back. Oh no. Can you just... There you go. No scan, no scan. What? What's this do? What the fuck? Oh, does that actually stop? Or does it keep cycling? Looks like it keeps cycling. Trying to get a good look at some of the things. What I'm going to be ending up doing is going back to this section on playback and pausing, going, what the fuck is that? I don't think I've ever interacted with that terminal before. It occurs to me that excuse holds absolutely no water because I played and loved both Castlevania 64s. To many, that's a war crime by itself. Like, you like that, and you haven't played Banjo-Kazooie. Yeah? Hand on my vampire killer. And as further proof, my Castlevania Legacy of Darkness streams, where we've beaten the game as Cornell and Henry. Still haven't gone back for Carrie and Reinhardt. Might do that on regular Castlevania 64, just to change it up a bit. No. You guys are coming to me on my terms. That was almost flat ass out of oxygen. It was worth it. It was worth it. Get to the elevator. It was worth it. Ah. I also really enjoyed the Mortal Kombat games on N64. I mean, Mythology Sub-Zero sucks. That's a given. But I'm talking like Mortal Kombat Trilogy and Mortal Kombat 4. Mortal Kombat 4 is a very goofy game, but it's so much fun to play. And Trilogy, that's my favorite version of Trilogy. I know you get crisper audio on PlayStation, but I prefer the better fidelity and larger sprites on the N64. Also, the whole no load time thing is pretty great too. Ow! My fucking face! Oh shit, when was the last time I saved? Ooh. Alright, alright. We'll go by the autosave. Okay, that's actually not nearly as bad as I thought. Springer, I am trying. You calm your chest. Your transformation cog. There. That's crazy that you've never played Mega Man 64. It's such a good game. I've been told. It's on my list of games to get around to. Ideally, I'd like to do that kind of thing on the stream, because I think that's fun. To go back to consoles of my youth, but play games that I didn't. And you know, I'm pretty obviously big on Mega Man, so I really ought to have that under my belt by now. All those imps nice and cooked. Do it. Start your scanning. Get your information stored. I want the armor, but I don't want to get eaten by the door. certainly had lots of people trying to get me onto that train. Especially since they're like, okay, you played like Mortal Kombat Mythology Sub-Zero. Or at least tried for the PlayStation 1, because apparently that's the better version? I don't know. I can't speak to that. I'm totally willing to play it on whatever console. Get down in the hole, you fucker. Get down, you're losing breath. Well, don't get so distracted that you're unaware of things dropping behind you. What's that thing I just told myself? I'm clearly not listening to. Ooh, okay. We gotta haul ass. We're running low on oxygen again. The ammo was worth it. Get up the lift. Okay, now, save before I get smacked in the skull again. Don't want to save over the autosave. There are literal backplant. Seems like the end of you. Good. Let's save that stuff. I'm not playing your game. He wanted me to back into these barrels so one of those fireballs would blow them up. And then blow me up. But I ain't having none of it! Marched right up here like the guy who killed me wasn't still there. Ow! You know what? Maybe we can just do this part a little better. Surely we can do better than that. All right, now, I know Friendy McMahon is up here. Eh. Oh no! Perfect. Well, better anyway. Bouncy beach ball. I knew we'd get a kill that showed that at some point. Just a matter of time. Well, I don't want to lose health to height damage, especially since I just saved. Ladder. Ladder. Ah! the ball physics just make them so much better. They're tumbling around like, oh bother. Like it just suddenly gained momentum in a totally unwarranted direction, just like an oopie ball. Pretty sure this is where we got the chainsaw. How about... no. You will have to come to me. In my stupid Heidi box. Don't like that, do ya? No. I'll take that. And then I'm gonna use it. Good old beaver tooth chainsaws. Which is a nice little sideways nod to the actual chainsaw that was used to model the chainsaw in classic Doom, which was an eager beaver. Doesn't one come out? Okay, no. I'm thinking of the Xbox version. So what would happen in that version here is that box right there would actually, like, come open, and then a zombie would come crawling out, and just like, what the fuck are you doing in there? Artifact transport concerns. Tell me about
This is
it.
the audio log of Controller James Holliday, dated September 24th, 2145. The recent transport issues from Site 3 have caused the board to call a formal inquiry. We'll study weight limits and suggest better ways to provide protection for Site 3 artifacts. Our equipment... God damn it. Raised, does anything work with this? Finish this thing.
Where's the pinky? I know he's here. There we go. That's not gonna open? That's a shame. Thought there was gonna be some imps in there or some shit. What? Oh no, what's happening? Oh, my controller's dead. That's a problem. Do I have... Oh no, the one time this happens and I don't... Okay, let's make sure that... Okay, yeah, that's definitely the problem. One sec, I gotta get some batteries. There we are. Should have been better prepared for that. Sorry about that, guys. Excuse me. No. Mr. Beach Ball, you get to go somewhere else. To wherever this goes. Probably super hell. Who do you think would win, Doom Guy versus Quake Guy? Now... Okay, you clarify Ranger, and not potentially Bitterman from Quake 2. Not that I think my answer would change very much. I think I gotta go with Doom Guy. He's just got a slightly better arsenal, in my opinion. Shotguns are comparable, but you know, axe versus chainsaw, I'm gonna go with the chainsaw there. Lightning gun versus BFG, I'm going with BFG. I agree. Excellent. A man of culture. What am I? Where is that stupid thing that I need? If you're not going to open... Now, if we made it a little bit more even and used, say, Bitterman from Quake 2, I'm still going to go with Doom Guy, because their arsenals are so similar. I mean, I feel that Quake 2 is honestly a spiritual Doom game. But what puts Doom Guy over the top there is that he fights so many more demons than Bitterman ever fights Strogg. And he comes through all the cleaner. How about Doom Guy versus Master Chief? Oh, Doom Guy, forever. Master Chief and his two weapons, like, any of Doom's arsenal would be able to get through his Mjolnir shield. Because quite honestly, first of all, BFG. Master Chief has nothing that can compare to that. Second of all, the plasma rifle can shred his energy shield in seconds, leaving him wildly open to super shotgun. And even then, I'm pretty confident under Halo's rules, you could still one-shot Chief with a super shotgun without needing to burn out his energy shield. Because remember, in Halo, you can decap with a single barrel shotgun. Doomguy is known to have the best shotgun in all of FPS, so, you know, it's still gonna take him down like a chump. No matter which version of Doomguy you're comparing to Master Chief, Doomguy's got the mobility on him too. He moves faster, he can jump, well, yeah, he can jump in Eternal, so I'll count that. He can jump better, his aerial maneuvering is better. Even Classic has better air control when you're, like, running across gap to gap and falling around stages. I find you got a lot more control over that than you do with Master Chief, who's, like, slower than balls. Doomguy would run circles around him. I say this with all the love in the universe of, you know, Bungie's Halo. I have to clarify Bungie's Halo. Because I love the first 3 games, love ODST, love Reach, and then we stop. We stop right there. Halo 4 is a fever dream, and Halo 5's parking ticket is Halo 5's parking ticket. Though I suppose I have to at least concede the Master Chief Collection, because it brings me those games in an easy way to play on my Steam Deck. And I can just choose to install every game outside of Halo 4, which I do, because fuck Halo 4. Yeah, we need to get you to... I could even like for like his other unique weapons, like, you know, the energy sword. Now Eternal gives us the Crucible blade to put against that, and yeah, I'm definitely taking the Crucible over the Elite's energy sword. No question about that. Up. All right, now, where are you hiding? You're not even hiding. You're just right there waiting for me, because that's the best way you could possibly have done that. Was there nothing up here? Just some ammo? Is that it? Well, I guess I should be thankful for the ammo. Well, now I'm just back up here. All right, duh.
Maintenance exit now accessible.
Trying to think if there's any other FPS here I think could actually be an honest match in any way, and I'm really not thinking about it. I mean, the BFG is such a powerful tool. And honestly, I think the demons that Doom guy fights are way more out there and challenging than what most FPS heroes fight. Some have a pretty solid bestiary, though. Like, Duke 3D's got a pretty solid mess of bullet sponges. I'm still waiting for id to make Quake mobile. There's got to be a fan-made solution, similar to how Doom has Delta Touch. Be nice if they would, though. I wonder if you could use Delta Touch for that, too. Hold on, I have to check something real quick before I start running my mouth about what something can and can't do. Okay, so Delta Touch also supports Doom 3. Let me see if it supports Quake. Okay, well, there we go. In short, Doom Guy, you gotta get your hands on Delta Touch. It doesn't look like it's a free program, so, you know, it probably costs a couple bucks. But it supports GZ Doom. It supports Doom 3, even the mod that I'm using, the Dehume 3, that gives you the modern resolution and stuff. And it supports Quake. So it sounds like pretty much exactly the solution that you're looking for. I keep going through this door thinking it's the right path, knowing fully well that it's not. That's... where are we? Loading, control... Let's save first before we tell that to take us to the exit. I really hope they do. It deserves it. They made a Doom for mobile, but not a Quake. And they're both the most influential shooters of all time, so why not Quake? Yep, honestly, everything you say is fact. Right, I need to save before we start doing that. Take that, chump. Now where's the Caco? There you are. Now, is there anything down there I should need? I don't really need that vest. Or that single clip. Nah. It ain't worth it. Let's just save real quick. Oh, well, there's a vest right there. I don't need shit. Oh, this is our first encounter with a berserk. Where is it? Time to scream and punch. I wonder if I can make that show. How much is that? It can't be that much. Where is my Play Store? Here we go. No thanks. Search. Delta Touch. There it is. It's $3.79 Canadian. So, for a pittance, you could have all of your mobile answers. All of them. So you're saying I could download Delta Touch and I could just click on and play Quake? Functionally, yes. You still will need to give these apps like the files from the game. For instance, if you want to use GZ Doom through Delta Touch, you would have to supply it with the Doom 1 and Doom 2 WAD and any custom WADs that you're trying to use. Like, say you want to do Doom 0. You would need to have Doom 2.wad and the Doom 0 WAD, and then when you start, you would just have to check off which things you want when you hit start. Same thing with Quake. You would have to just put the Quake, I think it's .pk3, I think, but basically as long as your files are where the thing tells you to put them, and I assume since you own these games that you'd have access to them, then yeah, you just put it in and away you go. Just choose what you want to load. I gotta imagine it can't actually include any of the game files because that would raise id's eyebrows. They're like, hold on, that's our software you're selling. But software that uses our software, that's fine. That's totally fine. Now, since you already have a mobile version of Doom, you've already got Doom.wad, you know, the iWads that you're needed to be the foundation of GZ Doom. So after that, you would just need to download your mod files. You'd have to put copies of the WAD files from your official version into the GZ Doom directory. That's how you would do that. And how to accomplish that with Quake, you would, to get its PK3 file, I'm assuming you would have a PC version, I would email that to myself and then download it to the folder of Delta Touch and start jamming.
Marine, are you at the communications facility yet? You gotta get that message to the fleet now. Watch out for Campbell and Swann. Those UAC suits don't give a damn about what happens.
So I guess in the end, yes, no. You can just touch and play Quake, but you will need to supply the app with the files as simply a matter of legality. See, that's how Free Doom, another option, gets around it. It uses GZ Doom, and its iWads are like, they're Doom, but they're changed just enough that they don't actually, you know, that they can't be pursued legally. And it's especially important for Delta Touch to not include any of the game files because it's actually charging money. Making money off of somebody else's game files, that's an immediate paddling, we'll say. Another option that might be available to you is the Switch 2 will inevitably drive the original Switch down in price. That's a perfectly cromulent mobile device with which to play Doom and Quake. The online even works with crossplay. All right, now we're ready to start the communications tower. We got the 125 health, sector 2. Don't want to fall in there. What time we got? Oh my god. Jeez. Excuse me. I got way too into this. I just totally forgot where and when I was. We have actually run out of time for today. And god, yeah, we're Friday. Damn, we just ended the whole week. So for the time, we're going to be calling that a stream. We're going to be saving right here. There we go. In the communications tower. There we are. And that is going to be that for today. I want to thank all of you for tuning in, spending some time with me. I appreciate you. You're why I do this. We have a great time while we're here. Join us Monday, where we're going to be continuing Doom 3 and clearing out the rest of the Doom saga before the Dark Ages drops. Once again, thank you everybody for stopping in. I really appreciate you. And I'll see you Monday. See you then, guys.